Now, day 2 of the Nigeria International Energy Summit shifts the focus from dialogue to direction as global leaders converge in Abuja to shape Africa's energy future. The gathering brings together global leaders to shape the continent's future through policy decisions and collaboration across the energy industry. News Central Senior Business Correspondent Joana Mustapha joins live from the summit. Joanna, how central is Nigeria's leadership role in shaping a unified African energy voice at this summit?
They so often say if Nigeria succeeds, Africa succeeds. We know that Nigeria is one of the top oil-producing nations across the continent, so definitely a key role in terms of regulation. We also know that we host one of the largest the largest single-train oil refinery across the continent, across the world as well. So a very central role in determining the future of Africa's energy space. One of the key announcements as well that has come out of the summit so far, today being day 2, is the official handing over of the Africa Energy Bank to the Association of Africa Oil-Producing Nations. That happened yesterday. The headquarters is at the Afrexim Bank Africa Trade Center here in Abuja, the 3rd floor. That's where the Africa Energy Bank will be. And we know the Africa Energy Bank is to play a central role in promoting, facilitating and financing, oil companies, not just oil companies, but everyone across the value chain, upstream, downstream, within the oil and gas sector. So hopefully that will lead to the growth within the oil sector and bringing the value closer to home across the continent.
So in terms of driving Africa's energy future, what responsibilities are placed on the government versus the private sector?
Obviously, it's the government's role to provide an enabling environment, to come up with the right policies, the right initiatives, the right incentives for the sector. And we know over the last couple of years that has been done. We've seen a wave of reforms within the oil and gas sector. We've even seen presidential directives, directly to the sector. And that is, or to some extent, is attracting investment. The question now would be, what do we do with that investment? How long will it take? How long will the lag-on effect to see the results of those investments be? We have seen production increase significantly last year. So we are beginning to see results within the sector, and hopefully we do see those reforms and the policies from the government that will serve as an incentive for the private sector within the oil and gas industry.
All right, finally, Joanna, beyond speeches and pledges, what outcomes should Africans realistically be expecting from this year's summit? Because we're tired, people will tell you they're tired of all talks, they want to see results, they want to see action. So what are the actions that we're expecting?
Is still day 2, but we do have the right people, stakeholders, industry stakeholders, not just from Nigeria, but across the continent present here today. So it will be an opportunity to network. It will be an opportunity for proper deal structuring, learning, and so on and so forth. We have ministers, I did state earlier, from Cote d'Ivoire, from Gambia, from Senegal, within the sector, of course, here. And obviously, the president of Gambia is also here with the vice president, representing the president himself today. So the right people are here. Hopefully they do meet and come up with the right structures for deals. And yes, we'll be tracking all of that and more. Today is day 2. It's a 4-day event. I will continue to bring you those updates.
All right, Joana Mustapha there, giving us the update from the FCT.